How I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know what we gonna talk about, girl. We got StrongMommy Chrissy, My Jazzy Life, and Liv. Liv in the break room, y'all. Fluffy said, I'm ready to roll, honey. Yeah, we got a late live, Nisha. I'm sorry, y'all. Came to y'all as soon as I could. Hey, Sandcastle. Lynn said, I got time today, cuz. Hey, JB. Buttons, Fire Patch. Joanna. Miss G. Pretty dope up in here. Okay, Nisha L. All right, y'all. Ooh, okay, so, you know, not G.I. Jane. Hey, wait for it. Hello. You say I'm listening from the laundry room. I know that's right. Hey, Miss TLD. You ready, JB? Yes, you do, Nay. You sure do, honey. Wait, hold on. You got the job, D. Nikki! Yay! Good, girl. D. Nikki, you gonna think this is a lie in two halves. I promise you, girl, this afternoon, I thought about you. I promise I did. And I was like, dang, I wonder if D. Nikki got that job. I said, the next time I go live, I hope she's available so I can, talk to you. Good, sis. Congratulations, honey. Go get the money. Go get the money. Hey, go get that money. Go get the money. Girl. Hey, Michelle. Yes, honey. All right. Oh, yes, Flower Patch. Hey, say cheese. Yes, congratulations to you, sis. Wow. Good, good. I'm so happy for you, D. Nikki. Hey, Miss Veronica. That's what I'm talking about, honey. The girls, honey. The girls over here getting the coins, getting the careers going, moving and shaking, celebrating. That's what I'm talking about, sis. All right, y'all. Thank you, D. Nikki, for sharing that with us, girl. I promise you I thought about you this afternoon. I was standing in the kitchen. I was looking out the window. I said, I wonder if D. Nikki got that job. It's so funny. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. So y'all know the last time we was over here in the break room, yes, thank you, Miss G. Y'all know the last time we was over here in the break room, we had talked about StrongMommy Chrissy mom passing away. You said I need a meet and greet. Just, you think so? Huh. I think we could probably do that, sis. Not a talk show. Girl. Girl, I'm a far cry from Wendy Williams, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much, baby. Well, apparently, y'all. Thank you, just all right. Apparently, y'all. So a lot of you already know, okay? The Midwest thing, yes, girl. Apparently, there's a GoFundMe. Okay. So let's back up. Let's back up. Chrissy's mom passed away Saturday, and Chrissy went live to express her heartbreak, obviously. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sam. Sam, you would, sis. Oh my God, girl. We're going to sit you in the VIP section if you do that. Yes, honey. I'll think about it, y'all. Maybe this summer. I'll think about it. Maybe this summer. And you guys, we talked about this briefly the other day when we were live. And obviously, Chrissy, you know, as some of y'all would be, is heartbroken. And apparently there's a GoFundMe, okay? Now, one of y'all sent me the link to the GoFundMe. I saw it, maybe it was yesterday. And unfortunately, you guys, yesterday, I was really busy. I could not go live yesterday. Hey, with love. And the GoFundMe is what, $4,000, I think she's raising. And apparently her family members, and so I'm just going to assume her brothers were not aware of it. Again, I can't confirm or deny that, but that's what I've been hearing, you know, the buzz on the internet. And I did hear Chrissy did, hey Five, Chrissy did a video, and I saw it, I think it was Pineapples. I think Pineapples was reacting to it, where I guess Chrissy came on the internet to cuss people out about her GoFundMe for her mom. And it's not on her channel anymore, so she must have put it on private, okay? I don't know, Nisha L. Like I said, I haven't really been clocking over there what's going on with Chrissy, because I don't know about y'all, but you know, somebody's parent passing away or loved one, yeah, that's a sensitive topic. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And apparently there is a GoFundMe. It's not apparently. There is a GoFundMe that Chrissy's trying to raise $4,000. And so apparently Chrissy's mom is from Alabama. And she's wanting to, I guess the family is wanting to bury her in her home state. So I guess $4,000 is going to help that out, I guess. And from what I saw yesterday, of the 4,000, she had raised about $1,000 of the 4,000. And y'all, let's talk about that. For Chrissy's channel size of over 200,000, to have a goal of $4,000, y'all, that's really peanuts when it comes to Chrissy. Because you all know, historically, everybody who's been watching Chrissy for as long as I have knows that every time that girl has some type of crisis and she comes to the internet screaming and hooping and hollering, them people, they shower her with money. So when I saw that of the 4,000, she had only raised about 1,000, I was like, Now, it could be for a couple of reasons. It could be one, because right now people, they worry about their own problems, let alone people that they follow on the internet, right? That could be one reason. Two, it could be, in my opinion, Chrissy's not as engaged with her audience as she used to be years back, right? It would be a time she would put up a video every other day or every day. She would go live 2, 3, 4 times a week. And she was really engaging with her audience. Chrissy doesn't do that anymore. Ever since she went back to Colorado, but in the last couple of years, she's been very stagnant on YouTube. I don't know if you guys remember. Do y'all remember about, matter of fact, it was right before Chrissy moved to Colorado, when she was moving, she was in Texas, and her house got shown on the internet, but she was in the process of moving out of that house, moving into another house. And she came on the internet and tried to make like somebody tried to break into her house because her window was busted or something like that. We all kind of figured that Rod, the guy that she was dating back in a few years back, old Rod, y'all remember Rod, old dreadhead over there? You know, the one, and when he said he loved the girls, he wanted to invite the girls over. We all figured that Rod is the one that busted the window because he was trying to get in the house. Well, Chrissy came on here hooping and hollering and screaming, talking about they exposed her house, and you know, she's still here, her ish still in that house, and she was on the internet screaming and hollering and crying. And baby, people were so like, oh my God, Chrissy's been violated. Baby, they was running money back and forth. Then when she had the situation when she got put out of Vegas, the house in Vegas, and she came to the internet hooping and hollering, screaming about that. People started cashing after her money then. And I mean, it's been several incidents where Chrissy has got on this internet screaming and hollering because she feels like the internet is violating her. Even as recent as a few months ago, this house that she's living in now, y'all remember when she came to the internet? That was what, last year. And she said her mom was staying with her and the brothers ain't helping her and her light bill's high because her mom's on all these medical devices and it was running up her light bill. And she insinuated to the fact that she needed $1,000. Do y'all remember all that? And that was just as recent as late last year, the middle part of last year. It's been a lot. It's been a lot going on with her. So I think this particular time, although people are very empathetic of obviously with the lady of losing her mom, but I think people are more like, I mean, we can't take on the burdens of all of you people we follow on the internet. Imagine if everybody y'all follow on the internet. Think about it, y'all. Imagine if everybody you follow on the internet comes to the internet at least weekly or monthly and suggests they have some type of crisis and need $5 or $10. Say, for instance, y'all following like 50 people and you give everybody $5. Baby, you will be broke before you even get started. Like, you can't help everybody. You know, people are now starting to, because there's so much e-bagging on the internet and it's becoming a nuisance to a lot of the, you know, the people who consume the internet, because you can't come on the internet unless somebody asking for something from you. And I know it was, Chrissy said that her mom did not have life insurance. I think we talked about the other day because she had a pre-existing condition. I had told you guys that, you know, I understand that, but even before, you know, again, I can't really get into that conversation because I don't know nothing about Chrissy's mom. I don't know nothing about her finances, her medical history, nor do I care to know. And that's no disrespect to her mother, but it's not my business. You know, I don't care anything about that. But I just really feel like Chrissy has went dormant on this internet and she's not as engaging with her audience as she used to. And it just feels like, to me personally, now that you're having a crisis, which it definitely is a crisis, your mother passing, that's a crisis, right? And is in a stagnant, she's been on the internet. Although people still will throw a $5 here, $10 here, I just don't think people are quick to throw around their money like they used to. Like, things have really changed. People are really clutching their purses a little closer to their bosom than they were 3-4 years ago. Okay. So, y'all, and I keep hearing this. So why does people keep, and Nina, I see you're saying it. Why does people keep saying that? Chrissy said that she was married to a doctor. Like I say, y'all, I don't watch Chrissy at all. I don't watch her nowhere near as I used to because she doesn't come on as much. So it's being said that Chrissy said she was a doctor. Even if she didn't have the policy, her mom has been sick for at least 10 years now. Wait for it, said T-Mar, she would have done better doing a peach. Everyone send me $1. Yeah, that's true too. Okay, so y'all saying yes. She said it herself. Chrissy is married to a doctor. A doctor of what? Medicine? Because, you know, you can have a PhD in damn near anything. You can have a PhD in education. You can have a PhD in theology. You can have a PhD in, like, So just because somebody got a PhD doesn't necessarily mean a doctor. She claims he's a children's doctor, and he ain't got $4,000. She said he's a physician. Oh, he's some type of pediatrician. Is he old? How old is he? He makes rounds at the hospital. She said he's a pediatrician. Well, I'm just going to say this, and I ain't trying to be funny. If Chrissy could get a doctor, shit, we all need one. You get a doctor, you get a doctor, you a child, and she got one over there. Well, we all need one. She never said how old he was. Oh, okay. What'd you say, Newton? Hey, Feisty. I thought she said a position that works with children, but everyone has else heard physician. Oh, look. Newton said, now, friends. Newton said, friends of the internet. Hello, my name's Newton Third Law. How are you? Newton said, I thought she said a position, in quotations, a position that works with children, but everyone else heard physician. That's my girl, Newton, honey. Okay, Newton. Hey, girl. Hey, Zay. She driving a Tesla, but Chrissy was driving a Tesla before the doctor came into existence. So why do y'all think the doctor is the reason Chrissy was driving Teslas 3-4 years ago? So why do y'all feel like the Tesla got something to do with the doctor? Y'all remember when Chrissy had the Tesla and she ran out of gas and the tow truck had to come get her? That was about 3 years ago. The doctor wasn't in existence then. What you said, child, be over here lost, right? Miss Journey said it's called rentals, PMR, girl. Okay, so speech therapy at home. Not speech therapy at home. No, she said a position that worked closely with children. Okay. You can rent Teslas from Uber. Girl, can you? The Tesla makes no damn sense with 9 damn kids. Y'all can't, baby, I've been telling Chrissy for the longest, man, get you a minivan. Bam! Why don't you get cars to show how many children you got? She won't listen to TMR. She need a 15-passenger. Oh, my God. Okay, y'all, cut it out. Let's get this. I want y'all to put y'all serious face back on now. Me personally, here's my thing. Let me just say this. Bonita, I'm so serious. Let me just say this. You cannot get on the internet and ask people for your money and cuss folks out at the same damn time. Now, obviously, if she cussing people out, she cussing out the people that, quote unquote, they call haters, right? And more than likely, that's who she cussing out, because surely she's not cussing out the people who hit the what do you call it, the GoFundMe. She not cussing them out. But me personally, like, child, you cannot get on the internet and cuss everybody out and then in the same breath. And y'all don't forget to hit that GoFundMe. Yes, I'm on here acting a damn fool, but it's so, like, to me, it's like, how are you gonna get? Look, I'm just gonna say this like this. Chrissy knows how this works. Chrissy knows, she knows how this works. Like, ma'am, you have in the years that she's been on this internet, she has too many episodes. Shit, she probably got more episodes than Jasmine. She has had too many episodes where she has came to the internet and she needed the internet to fund something. So, you know, maybe people are now just like, girl, oh, hold on. You know, I don't know. Shawnee, maybe he could be a resident. Girl, I have no idea I don't know. Now, apparently she lived in the mountains. And from what Vaughn told us, Vaughn told us, because Vaughn lives in Denver. So Vaughn told us where apparently Chrissy lives is a very expensive part of Denver. It's a very, very expensive part of Colorado. Let me say that. Zay, I don't know. Okay. That is where Jasmine got it from. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Chrissy made it more comfortable for Jasmine to get on here, and because once upon a time, Jasmine wouldn't ask people for nothing. She would just go pawn her electronics. And when she got cool with Chrissy, Chrissy's like, "Girl, bump that. You got all these subscribers. That's money over there." Marika said, "My father was on life support and passed away without insurance. I didn't ask for $1, just borrowed from my retirement and line of credit." Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that. You know, to be quite honest with you, $4,000. I don't know how big Chrissy family is, but $4,000 really for all of the family, that's really not a lot of money to come up with. Like, if I don't know if Chrissy mom has a big family, but to me personally, $4,000 is all she needed. The family should have been able to hustle up on that. I mean, considering it's just coming off of tax time, you know, people still do work and get paychecks. There are people who do have money in the bank. So $4,000. I mean, that was all the family coming together. You know, all the family coming together and throwing some money in the pot. In my opinion. You said the 4,000 is just her part? Oh, she said the brothers are helping and she wants to help. Oh, okay. She wants to help. Well, is it her helping or is it the internet helping? Because if the GoFundMe, unless she put her own 4,000 in the GoFundMe, is it really her helping or the internet helping? But I guess she's saying because she has a platform and her platform supports her. So she go into the platform to get the help that her portion of the help. Oh, okay. Not he a resident of the psych ward. I believe I heard that Chrissy said that her mother did not want to be cremated. I believe that's what I heard her say. Thank you, Allie. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, yeah. It's just, well, my mom passed. Obviously, we didn't have to go through that. My mother had life insurance, and what didn't get covered, which everything was covered, but you know, my brother and I handled the rest. You know what I'm saying? We were fortunate enough to be able to do that, and I'm not saying because my family was fortunate to do it that Chrissy family should follow suit. I'm not saying that. I don't know, y'all. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I just really feel like every time you have a crisis, the internet shouldn't be where you need to come. Baby, if every time I had a crisis, I'll be on this internet asking y'all would get sick of me. Child, always got something going. There's a bill that need to be paid, a bill that can't get paid, it need to be paid. Baby. It's always. So it's very, and you know what? This is what I'm hoping Chrissy is probably learning from this situation. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very honest when I say this. This is what I hope she's learned from this situation, because she herself is a mother. Now, I do understand that y'all say she got a husband that's a doctor, okay? They paying for 2 services, one in Colorado and one in Alabama. Why? Okay, I mean, that's expensive. Why do that? I mean, at this point, why not come as a collective of most, let me say this, y'all. Obviously, I ain't been to every funeral in the world, but most people just decide on one area to have the funeral. If the person was living in one state, but that's not their home state, and they can afford to move them to the home state because that's where the majority of the family is, that's typically what they do. And then people just have to travel. you typically don't make it convenient for the family. Like, if there's family in other parts of the United States that need to come pay their last respects to Chrissy's mom, then they need to foot the bill for that, not Chrissy's family. To me, that seems kind of backwards. Yeah, that's what she said. She said her mom's from Alabama, and I guess they want to lay her to rest, which that makes sense. If that was one of her mom's wishes, to me, that makes all the sense in the world. But I personally, especially if they're already struggling to get the money together because the mom didn't have life insurance, I wouldn't be burdening myself with trying to have 2 funerals in 2 different states. Because it costs to have that body shipped, y'all. That's not free. The funeral home doesn't throw that in. Yeah, you got to pay for everything. Okay, everything. You got to pay for everything. Yeah. So what I'm going to say, right, Marika? So what I'm going to say is this. Me personally, I feel like if there was a takeaway that Chrissy could have took away from this situation during her time of mourning, because Chrissy is a mother herself of 9 children. And I do understand that you guys state that she's supposed to be allegedly married to a physician. At this point, what I hope Chrissy has her funeral planned. Okay? Because apparently she doesn't have a pre-existing condition that we of the internet is aware of. Because she is a mom. And obviously, if $4,000, if Chrissy can't come up with $4,000 right now for her mother, then more than likely, in the time of her passing, her family's probably not going to be able to do that for her either, right? So I'm hoping Chrissy is preparing her own self for the unfortunate time when she parts this earth. So that burden wouldn't be put upon her children. Because Chrissy still has small children. And the reality is, you know, the plan should be for your children to bury you. You know, and you would hope that would happen when your children are adults. But we see things happen. I mean, stuff happens, y'all. You know, you don't know when you're going to leave this earth. So what I will say is, I'm hoping the takeaway from this is, because Chrissy had to come to the internet to ask the internet to assist her with $4,000 for her mother's passing. Her children don't have social media accounts with 200,000 followers. They're not going to have the same privilege. And if Chrissy's husband, I'm just saying this, and you know, sometimes it's best to keep your business as your business. You know, to come to the internet, you just opened it up for everybody to be in your business. And I think Chrissy would have had enough of people being in her business when every time she moved, people know her landlord, the address, and everything else. So you would think at some point she would tired of be like, if we don't know who your husband allegedly is, why do we need to know the details of your mother's financial business? But I'm just asking. Why did the internet need to know that? We didn't need to know that. We didn't need to know that woman didn't have life insurance. We didn't need to know that. Me personally, I wouldn't have dared got on the internet and told y'all my mama's business. She's deceased. Why do y'all need to know that? That baffled the hell out of me. Like, people be doing too much on this internet, in my opinion. Renee, girl, are you serious? Oh my God, girl. I don't think Chrissy would lie about anything like that. So the only thing I'm going to say is I'm hoping Chrissy has gotten her affairs in order. Because again, none of us are promised. None of us know our expiration date on this earth. And I just pray that she doesn't put her family in a financial position upon her passing. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Shanita, that makes sense. Because again, you don't want to have to put that burden on your family. And people can twist that and turn it and fix it however they want to. The reality is, if as an adult, you need to have some, you don't have to have a $20, $50 million policy. Child, you had a simple $10,000 policy. That's all you need. You may not have the fancy funeral, but at least it won't become a burden to your family that you have left behind. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that people need to go and spend half their paycheck on a life insurance policy. Obviously, you do what you can do within your means, but and people don't want to think about death, but the reality is we're all going to leave this earth. Like, you can act like it's not going to happen if you want to, but it's going to happen. So in the event when it does happen, not if it happens, because it's going to happen, just try to be prepared. You can have term life insurance. Yeah, just try to be prepared. So I'm hoping, I'm just hoping that Chrissy has taken a lesson from this. And if she is in a good health and she doesn't have any pre-existing conditions, I'm hoping she has an insurance policy. Even if she doesn't have enough money to leave to all her children, at least have enough money to put yourself in the ground and don't put that burden on your family. That's all I'm saying. And that just doesn't go for Chrissy, but because, she's the topic of this part of the conversation. Yeah. Because, everybody doesn't have YouTube platforms or TikTok platforms or, everybody doesn't have the accessibility to go to the internet and ask the internet to help out. Everybody doesn't have that accessibility. You're right, Tamara. You better have some life insurance on your kids too. I bought one-time payment policies that will take my kids to 18. Yes, that makes sense. That makes all the sense. And then hopefully once your kids get to an age, they can take on their own policies. Or if you get them early enough, by the time they turn 18, they should have already be paid for. And unfortunately, y'all, everybody doesn't think like that. I'm going to be honest with you. When my children were first born, I didn't think like that. It took a few years into me raising my kids before I actually got up on the program and went and got life insurance on my children. Because I don't know what my financial situation would be at the time of their passing. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm hoping I'm good, but there could be a position where I'm not. So that's why you get life insurance. So you can ensure that if you can't do anything else, you can at least put them away nicely. Maybe not extravagant, but you can do it nicely. Okay? Like Auntie said, you pre-purchase your service. I know a lot of people that don't like the idea of doing this, but it would take the burden off your family. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just take the burden off your family, and and that's just advisable. That makes a lot of sense. I don't really have a lot of I know a lot of people feel indifferent about Chrissy. I don't really have a lot of ill things to say. Is she lying? Is she taking the money, putting it in her pocket? Baby, we'll never know. We can sit here and assume and come up with many assumptions, right? But the reality is none of us will never know that. So instead of thinking of, what she could be doing with the money, let's just hope and pray whatever money she does receive, that it truly does go to her mother's passing, But I just really feel like just because you have a large social media platform, it does not mean every time you, have a crisis that you have to come to the internet and expect the internet to help, because the help from the internet is not guaranteed. You would hope that everybody could donate, but the reality is some people will, and obviously some people just will not. That's the reality, okay? All right, y'all, let's move on. That's all I had to really say about the Chrissy situation. Hey, First Lady, I just will hope, I definitely pray for the peace, not just for Chrissy, but for her whole entire family. I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. My mother-in-law passed away last month in March. My husband's mother. I didn't tell y'all that. I didn't breathe a word of that to y'all. I just kept that to myself. I agreed with my family, and we're slowly moving on. Not that I don't love y'all, but some things I don't want to just come on this internet and put all my problems on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept that to myself. Yes, but she passed away last month. She's already been buried. Everything was taken care of because she also was a very sickly woman. She's been sick for years. Um, and we just handled that in peace. I just handled it in peace. It's 17,000 of y'all. I definitely could have came to the internet and told y'all and leaned on y'all shoulders and y'all sent me. That ain't what I need y'all for. I just need y'all to support my channel in whichever way you feel to support it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, it's another deep hole in my heart. Two of the most important women in my life are not gone. My mama and my mother-in-law. And coincidentally, they died a year and 6 days apart. My mom passed March 18th of 2024. My mother-in-law passed March 12th of 2025. Literally a year and 6 days apart. So, I'm just sharing that with you now because it's but I didn't come to the internet and put that on y'all shoulders because I just didn't feel like I needed to do that, because I don't need you guys for that. I appreciate your condolences and thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys for that. Yes, Lynn, so true. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. But I'm just letting you know, y'all are not cash cows to me. Y'all are literally people who support my channel, and I appreciate you. However you want to support it. I appreciate watching my videos, hitting the like button, leaving a comment. And if that's where we're going to leave it, that's where we're going to leave it. Like, it's all good. I appreciate the fact that when I go live, y'all come filing up in here and speak to me. And I don't know. I'm just real simple, y'all. I don't need a lot, just a little. I don't need a lot. So I appreciate, you guys showed love when my mom passed last year. You guys sent me cash apps, and I didn't even ask for that. I know, so I appreciate that. But I don't want you guys to ever feel like, y'all are cash cows to me, because y'all are definitely not. Okay. But that's just how I handle my situation. Everybody else can handle their situations however they see fit. That's on them. I don't have anything to do with that. That's just my thought. Okay. Thank you, Zay. Yeah, thank you, Newton. Just hit the like button for me. Thank you, Feister. Appreciate you. Thank you, JB. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. You said grief is a mofo, but we get through it the best way we know how. I choose to focus on healing and cherish your memories. I don't have time for the drama. True, babe. And that's just what I wanted to do. I just wanted to, grieve in peace and keep it pushing, y'all. Come to the internet. And put on a show for y'all, do these reactions and move on. Thank you, Keita, and move on. You're welcome, Newton. All right, y'all. Thank you, Fancy. Thank you. Is it Curly Lock Diva? Curly Lock Diva, girl. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. All right. Hey, Miss Pattis. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my mother-in-law did last month. Yeah. All right, Sunrise. I respect the hustle, making your own way and not begging nothing but respect. Thank you, Nina. I appreciate you for that, baby. But don't get me wrong, y'all. YouTube is a hustle. Baby, this internet thing, baby, that's a hustle. It definitely is a hustle. But I use it the way I feel like I need to use it. And this is how I choose to use it. Thank you, Miss Coco. All right, y'all, let's move on. Let's move on. Protect your peace. Thank you so much. Let's move on, y'all. All right, so now we got old Jasmine in the break room, y'all. Y'all know Jasmine is by far she's my funny one. Her wine glass, baby, I get a key. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Miss Pattis. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Miss Pattis. Y'all know I get a key out of Jasmine over there. So y'all, Jasmine, I haven't really been over there to Jasmine. Okay. Which She said they only boss bitch on their tax money, girl. I don't. Y'all know I ain't been over Jasmine. Jasmine probably think I'm mad at her, baby. I ain't been over here in weeks. I don't know, Jasmine. The last time I came over there, something about some birthday, and you had to make the money up. The child, we went over there, you ain't spent $12. And girl, I don't know what was going on over there, you ma'am. And I was just through. I didn't want to come back. I had to take a break from her. Well, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. And y'all, Jasmine had, she said she wants better. Okay. Jasmine said she's making a drastic change in her life. I said, again? I said, y'all have to stay making changes and don't nothing ever change. And I tell you, they making changes and don't nothing ever change. Hey, life's good. Oh, Lord. Tim, I think you may be surprised. Surprised about what, Shawty? Surprised about what, sis? Tell me. What am I be surprised about? What's going on? You talking about Jasmine? Why would I be surprised, girl? Jasmine went and got a job. We don't know nothing about it. She ain't doing nothing but going to the gym and hollering at the kids, Liv and Philip. We don't miss a thing, girl. Janae said, child. Oh, you talking about Jasmine? Oh, okay. Well, what she got going on over there, Shiny? I mean, look, let me tell you something. If there is a change, great. It's time for one. I think Jasmine will be 34 this year. Yeah, it's time. And the reason why I say this because Jasmine has told us recently in the last few years that, you know, she struggles financially. That's a constant conversation for her. And my thing is, if you keep telling people that for so many years, it's almost like, okay, well, sis, what are you going to do to change that? How does that change? So let's get into the video, y'all. She been doing a lot of cooking too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Jasmine got her a boo thing over there. Yeah, y'all think it's Chris. It's not Chris. It's somebody else. Now it could be a Christina. I don't know, but she got her a boo thing.
I did not work out. It's 1:30. I just finished taking care of some paperwork because I'm trying to get Legendary enrolled into daycare. Long story short, I'm trying to just get him situated so that I can get some kind of part-time work. I'm tired of being in the house. I love doing YouTube, don't get me wrong, but I do want something different. Like, I just want to get out and do something different. A lot of y'all keep asking, hey, I've been noticing little things are off with you and your vlog. I'm just bored with vlogging sometimes. And I get bored of being in the house. I get bored of just not being able to move around. And honestly, guys, lighting is so off. In order to be a content creator, you have to have money to make content. As a content creator, you got to spend to make it. So, and I just got it like that to spend. I just got it enough to just make it like through my everyday life. And I want to be able to, you know, do more things. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna do a part-time job, maybe. If I get him enrolled full-time, I don't know, I may pursue my coaching. That might be something I might pursue instead of doing like a part-time job. But the part-time job is really just so I can have a little bit of extra cash. And of course, I'm gonna keep vlogging, y'all. Of course, I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging, because what? But I just feel like I just need a change. Like, sometimes it just gets depressing, just going through the motions, doing the same thing over and over and not having no kind of adjustments. And I'm 33 years old, y'all, and I just feel like I haven't been able to live. God, I love my children to death. They didn't ask to be here, but they're here. And so I've been like putting them first, of course, as long as they've been here in my life. And a lot of people can say what they want to say, but in reality, I put my kids first. Baby, I spend every time, whether it's towards the household or the children, okay? And if they want something, I give it to them. But I just sometimes, mama gotta have a life too. And sometimes I want to do something for myself. I do.
Okay. Now, I'm telling y'all, Lynn, the sudden epiphany is Jasmine is dating some man. I'm telling y'all. And Jasmine wants to be able to pay what she weighs. Now, I'm not saying she's going to pay for the man, but she wants to be able to do what the girls are doing. Y'all got to think about it. Jasmine has been watching people living on the internet for years, and she claims that she can't do it because she doesn't have the funds or the means to do it. She claims that every dollar that she makes on the internet goes to her children and her household. And y'all, we have been saying for years, Jasmine, there's no way, honey. And my thing is, now all of a sudden at 33, almost 34, now you're just now wanting to go live life? When sis, you should have been living life. How many of you guys who are mothers of children around Jasmine's age are taking vacations? Just because you're a mom, that doesn't stop you from living. And then this is a woman who has the freedom of being able to work from home, make money in her sleep, but still can't manage to live life. Yeah, it's a man, honey. She got a man, and it's not Chris. Chris is not the man. It's a whole nother man. And she's smitten by this man. That's why she slowed up on blogging. It's not that Jasmine's bored with her blogs. These have been the same vlogs that she's been doing for years. She's not bored with it. Jasmine is finding other interests. This man that she's dealing with is showing her something a little different. And Jasmine wants to be able to compare, right? And she can't. So she knows she probably is now, because her views have dramatically dropped. She probably is now just making enough money so she can pay her rent and her bills, but she wants to be able to do a little bit more. And she knows in order to do that, she's going to have to work, because she's done all she can do on this internet thing. Like I said this a long time ago, when they turned these channels into drama channels, that was the worst thing they could have ever did. Lo said, I just turned 34. I'm in grad school. Had a new baby last month. Congratulations, boo. And still planning our next outside shenanigans. Exactly. For some odd reason, Jasmine has got into her head that living on the internet is the only thing she could ever do. And now that she's dating this man, he's showing her there's life outside of them four walls that you sit in every day. That's why she's trying to hurry up and throw Legend in daycare. Because, honey, she's trying to live, honey. She's trying to get little. She's trying to move around, especially because she does not have to necessarily clock into a job, because she makes enough money so she can at least pay her rent and whatever bills she has. Jazz was like, I want to take trips. And when I go on a trip with a man, although he may be paying for the flight, I got to have a little pocket money for my damn self. Right. And if that is what's going on, I like that for her too. Like, she needs it. We've been telling Jasmine this for damn years. I don't think Jasmine's going to get pregnant. That's something, if she gets pregnant, it won't be soon. It'll probably be in another year or so. She's not going to get pregnant like right off the bat, because she see how hard it is with Legend. Chris leaving her stranded with Legend and 4 other kids, that devastated Jasmine, because Chris had her thinking he was going to be there forever, ever. And unfortunately for her, he was not. And her being left with Legend, that devastated her. And me personally, the same thing happened with Philip. Then she thought her luck would change when she got with Chris, and then Chris turned around and did her the same way. I don't think Jasmine is too quick to jump into bed with another man and pop out a baby for him to keep and make him stay. I think Jasmine has finally realized babies don't prevail men to stay.
I'm not gonna, but in order for me to do that, I gotta just, pull in some more money. Of course, YouTube helps, but like I said, when you get bored with content, like I get bored with my own content sometimes, so I can only manage with y'all. Like Jasmine, it's the same shit every day, because literally that's what I do every day. I just feel like I don't want to record. I don't want to pick up the camera, but I still pick it up, but I'm just not doing it as much as I usually do, or like I'm supposed to do, right? So, surprise!
Jasmine doesn't want to record. She doesn't want to pick up the camera because she's finding interest. Whoever this man is, he's keeping her occupied, right? So Jasmine is more inclined with engaging with this guy. And so when she does think about picking up the camera, she's she's bored with it. She's kind of wore out with it at this point. And let's be honest, wouldn't you be wore out with folding clothes, going to the gym and making lunches, and Legend in the background screaming pterodactyl? Wouldn't you be bored with yeah. Jasmine, you got to be bored with your content if your audience is. And I think Jasmine is seeing the harsh reality that her views are just dropping. Even when Jasmine, even a couple years ago, it was nothing for Jasmine to get 10, 15, 20,000 views on a video. It was nothing for her. Even on the videos where she was just making lunches, she would at least get 10, 11, 12,000 views. Jasmine is lucky if she gets 3,000 views now on a video. And I'm not making fun of her about that because, you know, the internet is a beast. It's a hard beast. That algorithm is, honey, sometimes the algorithm do not be algorithming. All right? And I think Jasmine is starting to sink in. Like, I've been doing this internet for so long and I ain't really getting anywhere. Or she's thinking, I haven't got where I wanted to get. I think the other day or a week or so ago when Olivia and her were battling who has the best accomplishment, my YouTube plaque or my college degree, I think when Olivia was taunting her by the fact that she has that YouTube plaque and Jasmine is still a long ways from it, I think that really bothered Jasmine inside. She may not say it publicly, but I think it kind of messed with her ego a little bit. And it kind of derailed her from the internet even more than she already was.
Your girl is trying to go to work because I want to take trips. Okay, I want to do things. I want to live my life. I've been on this world for 33 years, and I feel like the time that I'm on Earth, I need to live it to the fullest. That means not waiting on stuff, not waiting on opportunities, not waiting for things to change in relationships. Like, I want to really focus on me. Yes, I want things to work in my situationship, whatever you call it, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But in reality, I want to focus on me. And I'm going to say this. I'm not, so no, I watch and I get messages, people checking up on me. And I do.
You see what she just said? She in a situationship. Didn't I tell you some man keeping time with her? I've been telling y'all this. Y'all think it's Chris. Chris is not, it's not him. Okay? It's not him. Jasmine probably would want it to be him, but it's not him. It's somebody else. And we don't know if it's a man or a woman. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. Okay? Because Jasmine has told us she has experimented with women before. And maybe she's kind of realized, I don't know. I'm not saying that she's with a woman, but, you know, she could be. She could, you know, I don't know. Okay? But Jasmine said that, you know, she want to live life. She tired of watching everybody living life besides her. And I'm going to tell you where that come from. That's watching Philip and Hannah go on vacations and be able to spend money and do things, right? I think she's tired of watching them over there living life and she can't live it too. Well, sis, that's what happens when you get up and go to work every day, right? Yeah, sis. Jasmine thought that the internet was the only way that she could be able to survive. No, sis. How do you think people were surviving before the people started making money on the internet? They had jobs and they were working and they were saving their money and they had good credit and could go finance a trip and stuff like that. Me personally, don't just concentrate on getting a job, Jasmine. Concentrate on cleaning your credit up so you maybe when you go out of town, you can charge your hotel on your credit cards. Yeah. Work on that too, Jasmine. Like, you getting ready to be 34, sis. Like, you definitely need to start making a change. You're not that 20-something-year-old girl anymore. Girl, you damn near 35.
Everyone that checks up on me. I don't be ignoring anybody. I don't ignore y'all.
Sure.
I get overwhelmed with trying to balance, even communicating with y'all, being a mom, and being a content creator. That shit overwhelms me. I already sat on my computer for like 4 hours, bitch. 4 hours answering emails, getting back to companies, and handling other stuff. Like, I just needed to.
How does answering emails to your audience, and let's be honest, Jasmine, you're not getting flooded with emails. Your audience is not hitting you up and it's not happening, sis. How is girl? When did the last time we just seen a promo on your channel? Girl, we ain't seen a promo in forever. Jasmine would always have some type of boxes in her background of some type of promo that she's getting ready to do. Baby, we ain't seen a box in the background in forever. Jasmine, you are not being overwhelmed by answering companies for sponsorships because they're not really reaching out to you like that. Because if they were, we would see those in the videos, ma'am. You're overwhelmed by your audience because sis, you're not really feeling the internet like you used to. The reality is Jasmine is not feeling the internet like she used to. Jasmine has realized there's more to life than sitting on the internet all day. She's starting to realize that.
Sometimes I like to just shut it all off. Just because I upload, y'all may say, oh, Jasmine's ignoring me. She posts on Instagram or she posts on Facebook. Baby, I post on one platform and I get off. Instagram and Facebook is connected, baby. They go together. They go together. So I don't check my DMs. I'm guilty. I don't check them as much. I just kind of been going through the motion, y'all. Posting my content. Their dog is like in the backyard. And I'm wondering if they're home because they have a little Yorkie. And I kind of feel bad for it because it's been out there this whole time. They were in Texas. So I don't know if they know the dog was out there. That's neither here or there. But yeah, I just kind of been going through the motion, y'all. And I'm just not ignoring anybody. Just give yourself some time. You know how whenever you get into those funks, your friends, your sister, or even you just want a break from everything? That's me. I just be needing a break from that. Sometimes communicating with people. Unless forced in their communication. Like my friends, his dad, my mom, my brother. Like that stuff I can't really control. But you know, I'm not here trying to make excuses. I just wanted to clarify some things. Like I see y'all.
You see what she said? She said that she has to communicate with her family, her baby daddies. She has to communicate with them. She has no way around that. But the internet, yeah, she ain't got to communicate with y'all. Yeah, she don't feel like it. She said she don't want to. She said y'all overwhelm her. Okay, she act like she get 100 DMs a day. Okay, the reality is Jasmine she's burnt out with social media, and me personally, I really feel like when her and Olivia were battling a couple weeks ago about who has the biggest accomplishment, and Jasmine probably took a look back at the fact that she's been on the internet, she's exposed damn near everything she got going on in her life and then some, and still has not got the 100K play. I think that kind of bothered her. Now, I'm not saying that she's going to give up the internet, but she might get into doing something with if she's not already doing it. Because a lot of times when Jasmine talks about something, it's already has happened. So Jasmine's probably already coaching or got a little part-time gig somewhere. It's probably already happening. But Jasmine needs to stop coming to the internet explaining her non-existence. And since, again, you're not guaranteed to be here. Like, if you want to quit, you can quit, sis. Like, you really don't have to give a 2 weeks notice. It's the internet, sis. You just don't upload. And people will reach out to you for a while, and then they'll just go away and go on and watch the next person.
Comments. I just need moments to myself. Like, until I can get shit done, like how I want things done, I just need a moment. Like I said, I want to do things. I even want to go back to school. So like, it's so much stuff I want to. I know, like, girl, you graduated. I know, sis, but I would like to go to school for something else as well, on top of what I already have. I was already planning on going to school for something else.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. I think something else hit Jasmine too. When Jasmine had that warrant for harassing Olivia, I think that bothered her too. I think that bothered her, and I think she probably realized I didn't got way in too deep with this internet. Like everything I have said and done on this internet, and even the money I have made on the internet is not worth me having a warrant for my arrest because of the internet. Regardless if it was her fault or not, I think when she realized that she had a warrant for her arrest about something that had to do with the internet, I think that it kind of turned her sour for the internet. Now, again, that has nothing to do with the internet. That has everything to do with her actions. She did that to herself. But I think she started, again, she's doing a look back on her life and realizing I have been through so much on this internet, and I have literally accomplished nothing. Because let's be honest, she hasn't. She doesn't have a brand new car. She doesn't have a fancy wardrobe. She doesn't have a house that she owns. Jasmine has literally done everything on the internet you could possibly think of that's illegal to do, and has not managed to gain anything from it but some subscribers. And even now, those subscribers are not really paying off because she doesn't get the views that she used to get.
Before I got pregnant with my twins, I got pregnant with them. And I'm like, dang, if I put legends in school, I can really pursue more things that I want to do. And I'm not confined to one spot and not have to move around with a toddler. Ooh, and I tell y'all, the dreams are dreaming and I'm going to make them come true. I mean,
now all of a sudden you're dreaming of putting Legend in school. When we told you months ago that Legend, he'll be 4 this year, sis. We've been told you that. We've been told you, put that boy in daycare or school or whatever you want to call it. And once you do that, Jasmine, then you have an open, available day, because now all 5 of your kids are in school full time. And then you really can do something in addition to what you already got going on. Like, the goal should be to have a surplus of money, not just enough. That just having enough should never be the goal. And for the longest Jasmine could pay her rent and bills, that's all she was consumed with. And because she was able to do it and didn't have to leave her house, she was content with that. But now Jasmine is starting to see, especially eggs being $5 and $6 for 12 of them. Now she's starting to see, yeah, I got to do just a tad bit more than make this internet money, because this internet money is allowing me to have a roof over my head. But damn, I can't even leave the roof because I ain't got no money to walk outside with.
That, okay? But like I said, 1:37, about to take this chicken out. Yes, I cooked dinner early. I started in the morning. I'm not gonna be cooking late at night after track practice. We get home around 9:10, and plus I studied to charge my phone. He has therapy in the car. Yes, my son does therapy in the car while we're waiting on track practice. So that's how my life be. We all come all over.
Wait, Legend having therapy in the car? What type of therapy is he having in the car? What, huh? What, they FaceTiming? Oh, Lord, what is going on?
But let me take this food out.
Wait, hold on. What you say, Rappin'? Rappin' said, I don't think it's a man. I think Philip got in her ass and really hurt her feelings this last time. And the way he and the things he said made her cry, like he told her she's mad at their life. Oh yeah, you talking about the little argument she had with Philip about the money situation. Yeah, but didn't I say that, Rappin'? I said that just a few minutes ago. Maybe you didn't hear me say that. I believe Jasmine is feeling some type of way because she sees how Philip and Hannah are over there coexisting with their life. They're managing to take trips, and Philip got 10 damn kids. They managing to take trips, and they can spend money, and they can go on date nights, and they can do all kinds of stuff over there. And Jasmine's sitting up in this house talking to the camera all day. Yeah, but you know what? Philip is like a big brother to her. Although she had 4 kids with him, Philip is like a big brother to her. And one thing I will say is Jasmine will listen to Philip because she kind of grew up with the man. So she'll listen to Philip. And you're right, Rappin'. Philip probably did say something to hurt her damn feelings. And Philip probably made her feel stupid and dumb by catching a case about some chick on the damn internet. Philip probably said, girl, that was about the dumbest thing you could have ever did by catching a case by some chick on the internet that was clearly very avoidable. I think it is a man too, Rappin'. I think it's both. I think it's a man, and I think Philip probably said something to her that hurt her damn feelings. Okay? All right, that's enough of Jasmine. Okay, because she get ready to go in here and pretend like she can cook. He always tell her the truth. He do, because Philip knows her through and through. Chris is familiar with Jasmine, but Philip know her like the back of his hand. He been with the girl since she was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 6 years old. However, Jasmine claims she's been with Philip for 600 years. Philip know Jasmine like the back of his hand. So he knows what to say to her to get through to her. And I think Philip probably got in her ass about that whole her having a warrant because of her beefing with Olivia on the internet. It was silly and senseless for Jasmine to have a warrant that has to do anything with the internet. It was very dumb. All she has to do is enroll him in full or half-day Head Start and get a remote role. Simple. That's all she got to do. He definitely he raised her. Now, we're not going to say he raised her right, but he definitely raised her. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's move on. So Jasmine apparently is trying to change and go find a job. I said, it's the fact that they say that like it's taboo. When half your audience are working mothers. Okay? I never understood that. All right, y'all. So let's move on. So now we're going to get into Liv's life. Okay, and we're not going to get in real deep. We're gonna touch the surface. So you all know that Olivia, for the past, I don't know, 2-3 years, has had this thing with cutting her hair. Okay, just a few weeks ago, she came on here, cut her hair, dyed it blonde, looking like Slim Shady. Okay. Well, the other day, Olivia came to the internet and did what she did a couple years ago and shaved all her damn hair off again. And all I kept thinking was, sis, why? Like, if you want to shave your hair, then just shave your hair. Why is it such a big thing? Now, y'all do understand. Y'all remember when she shaved Robin's hair or cut Robin's hair? Sinead O'Connor. Yes, honey. Y'all remember when she cut Robin's hair and the internet was in an uproar about it? It's just, and I don't, and then apparently when she was doing it, I guess there was some drug tests that she had to take. And me personally, y'all, it's like we understand that her hair can grow back. It doesn't grow back as quick as she thinks. I don't know. I guess she thinks she's Gumby and she's made of it. She's elasticity. I don't know what it is. But she came to the internet the other day, y'all, to shave off her hair. And we're not going to be on here long. I just want you to see, like, there is a such thing of, I don't even know what to say when it comes to Olivia. Like, Olivia, I be a loss for words when it comes to her. Like, I know a lot of people say this girl is crazy. She's gone. Baby, I don't know about y'all, but I be fearing those kids. Because her personality and her behavior is so erratic, and it almost feels like, even though her mom and her sister are watching, I just really feel like she don't even care. Like, I just really feel like she's gonna do something, and the internet gonna be like, oh shit. Let's get into it.
My mom trying to talk me out of doing it. Mother, just don't watch my lives. I know she misses me, and I miss you too, Mom, but this is my head. I want to do what I want to do with my own head. Like, I totally understand that a lot of people don't understand me. It's okay. I'm not meant to be understood.
So apparently Olivia's mother was in the chat, okay? Olivia's mother was in the chat begging Olivia not to shave all her hair off. And then her mother got to calling her back to back, begging her not to cut her hair. Imagine your mama in the chat saying, Liv, please, Livy, stop, don't do it. To me, when her mother was sitting in the chat begging her not to cut her hair, I think at that point, her mother is realizing too, this girl done lost her damn marbles. Not just her hair on her head, but the marbles inside her head. If your mama is sitting in the chat begging you not to cut your hair off, don't y'all think that her mama probably more than likely feel like something is not right? Like, why do you keep doing that? Now, and wherever Olivia's mother is, she can't just drop what she's doing and run to Olivia's aid. And maybe she can, but maybe Stella just don't want to because she's tired of doing that. Sometimes I be feeling like she does that to make Stella come and rescue her from them kids. Some of me be feeling like that too. But you know, ever since Gerard and her broke up, Olivia has literally her and her channel has went down the toilet. Look at her.
I just go right into cutting. Sorry, guys. I want to like get dressed.
Now her mama in the chat telling her, Liv, stop, don't. And Olivia proceeds to keep cutting. But guess what? Olivia grown. My thing is this. If y'all let the girl quit school in the 8th grade and didn't put up no fight, what makes you think this grown-ass woman now with 5 kids is going to listen to you when you telling her not to cut her hair off? If she didn't have to listen and was able to quit school in the 8th grade, what in the world makes you think she's going to listen to you to tell, for you, the mother, Stella, to tell her not to cut her hair off?
Then why you have to cut it?
It is true.
Ooh. Okay, so I like this one. What's this one? This is a 5. No more curls. Listen. Unless you live life like me, you'll never understand me. Maybe I should fade it on the sides. Shave it completely off, sis. No, I think I'm going to leave it like this, sis. I think this is a cute look. I think this is super cute. Like this? What do you guys think? You guys think this is cute? I think this is a vibe. Right? Like just like this. Man, I should have cut it in a funny ass way, bro.
But she's done this a couple times now. Like, I know we have said for a while, we need to stop paying attention to these girls. Me personally, Olivia is definitely one that needs no attention needs to be on her. Like, I think someone in the chat just said that. I think Truth said that. Attention is a hell of a drug. It's just like, girl, how many times are you going to come on the internet and shave all your hair off? Like, if you've seen one shave off, you've seen them all. Why do you keep coming to the internet cutting off your hair? Like, cutting your hair should just be that, cutting your hair. Like, what's so drastic about that? When she cut Robin's hair off, she said hair doesn't make a person. So why is you cutting your hair off have to be a live stream? How come she couldn't just cut her hair and then one day go live and all of it was gone?
You have the perfect head shape.
Yes, with love.
I think I was supposed to be a boy. You know what, you guys? Fuck it. I'm trans. What if I said that? Would you guys support my journey? Mom, would you support me? Let me not give her a heart attack, okay? Oh my god, I should have titled this I'm going trans. Damn it. Missed opportunity. That would have got a lot of views.
Janae, I think you're right. Janae says, I know this might sound harsh, but I don't think these last two kids need to be, I do think those last two kids need to be removed from her care too. She's severely unstable, very much so. Because think about it. If you can just get on the internet and just cut all your hair off just because, and think it's funny because you're cutting your hair off, like cutting your hair off should just be, oh, you know what? I'm just tired of this hair. Let me just cut it off. It shouldn't be funny, right? It should just be, I'm just tired of all this hair. There are a lot of women that walk around with low haircuts, like because they don't want all their hair on their head, right? But Olivia does it as like it's funny. So if you think about it, if she's thinking to the fact that let me go live and cut all my hair off, and her mama's in the live chat saying, no, Livy, no, don't, right? How do you switch that from being psychotic on the internet to, come here, honey, let mommy change your diaper. Come here, honey. Like, there's no way that you can switch that. Like, if you crazy, you just crazy. So that's why I be feeling for them kids, because I'm just like, girl, you're not cutting your hair off because you just want to be rid of your hair. You do it to be a spectacle. And in order to think that I want to be a spectacle, like it has to be some instability there. It has to be.
Daddy Liv. Period.
I said instability. I meant to say instability. I'm sorry, y'all.
If you don't know me by
Hey, Trina.
Oh, that was the end. Oh my god, look at my bald spot right here. Look at my hair. Is this a bald? What is this? It doesn't feel like a bald spot. What the hell is this? Oh, maybe a shadow. Maybe it's bad lighting.
Olivia's mother should have really took Olivia to seek some counseling when her and Gerard broke up. Olivia can tell us she's healed and delivered all she wants to. But Olivia's mother, if she really loves her daughter and cares for her daughter, she should have personally escorted Olivia to several therapy sessions so Olivia could really get the help that she needs. Because, y'all, it's clear that this lady is not stable. She comes to the internet acting as if she got it all together when she does not. Right, Fluffy. Why do you keep cutting out your hair?
Damn, I didn't want to do it with this shirt on.
She does, LaToy.
Stud Daddy Liv. No, never that, honey. Never that. I still like the fellas, honey. Okay.
You think that's what it is, Siobhan? I agree, Sean Smith.
I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. Ew, what if I kept the back? What if I had a shag? Look at y'all down a bit. Look y'all so high up. There you go. Now you can see everything. Now y'all can see everything. You look cute, girl. Thank you. I think so too. I like my hair short.
My thing is this: if you was gonna cut it off, why not go to a barber? Girl, you ain't got no money for a haircut? No, really. If you were just gonna cut it off, why not go to a barber and let them professionally cut your hair? All these damn chuck holes. Her hair looked like the Indianapolis. If anybody saw my voice from Indianapolis and how raggedy they streets are and all them holes in the streets in Indianapolis. Baby, her hair looked like a road, Michigan road in Indianapolis. Girl, all them chuck holes and dips and crevices in the road.
Hair does not define me. And I don't give a shit about it.
Hair doesn't define you, but yet you have wigs in every color. Think about it. Hair doesn't define you, but yet you have a wig in damn near every color. What they looking like?
Really don't. Ew. Oh my god. This is literally what I do every month. What are you talking about? For me? Do you feel free to?
Yeah, okay, girl.
Huh?
Not Jabba the Hood.
Perfect for summer. Not right now.
Yeah, man, it's a mess.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hold y'all right here for a second. Take a really quick shower. I'm just gonna.
What waffle toast to say?
My body.
Wait, what's happening? You about to take a shower?
Hey, my dude Amber Rose. Ooh, oh yeah, that's another baddie who doesn't care.
Oh my God. What is that? Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that the girl can't even take... I just can't with the internet anymore, man. This stuff is so wild to me. Sis. Wait, hold on, girl. Hold on. You about to take a shower?
Here, some people look really good with no hair. I think I'm just one of those people. Or maybe I'm delusional, and maybe I'm crazy, and maybe I don't, and maybe who knows? I don't really care. That's the beauty of not caring. That's the beauty of where I'm at right now. Like in my life. Like I don't know. Like it's just so I can't even ow! Fuck. Sorry, no. I can't even explain it. Like
Yeah, she did, Rapper.
it's just I'm just me. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't need all the extra shit. You know, even though I do like wigs, I'll put on a good wig. You know what I mean? Yes, we have some nurses at my hospital, bald and absolutely gorgeous. 100%.
Wait, Black Auntie, you said yesterday she was on live and took a dump and changed her tampon? She talking to her live chat. So do she not have the shower curtain closed? Wait, yeah. Who said that? Ace Cash? How she see the chat? Wait, hold on. Girl, is you even in the shower? Because how do you see your phone? Wait, hold on. Ace Cash. Girl. Wait, hold on. Stop. I just thought about that. I'm sitting over here like do. She did Royal Gala. I'm just sitting over here like, okay, she taking a shower. Hopefully she scrubbed real good. And then H Cat said, who is she talking to? And then I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, who are you talking? How do you see the chat? Because where is your phone? What, you got the tripod in the bathroom? That's so much. Right, how's she able to see the phone? Right, it would have to be on the counter.
100%.
She ain't wash her hands.
I cannot wait to be off my period. I'm gonna be so happy.
Wait, is that squeeze soap or is that what is going on with me? Oh my god.
Look at all this hair out there.
Not Jen holding the camera.
Ooh, honey.
Damn it.
This is so good. So good.
Right, but like I don't know what she doing, sis. I don't know if she washing her hair. She might just be squeezing soap in the bottom of the tub. You can buy a shower caddy that covers your phone up. Yeah, she might have bought it off a TikTok.
Okay, let's wash my head.
Do y'all think she's just washing her head or is she in the shower? Well, she said she can't wait till she get off her period.
How long do you guys think it would take for my hair to grow back? Like to my shoulder? That shit would probably take maybe a year. I could probably do it like next summer. My hair would be to my shoulder. If I started right now.
Now, you know what? Who said it? Tam Reed, you right. Now, that damn baby over there, that baby be asleep for hours and hours and hours. Now, when she was a newborn, that makes sense. But at 1 year old, what? You're right. What baby sleeps for 3 and 4? What 1 year old? Let me say that. Sleeps for 3 and 4 and 5 hours at a time. I mean, that baby be asleep for hours.
Where the hell is my other conditioner? That's the real question.
I'm sorry. starting to feel like a freak. No. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I cannot be in here while she washing her ass. I just can't. No, ma'am.
Like everything fits me, but my stupid ass gut. I was muted this whole time.
Just how I said, I forgot she was a baby.
I was like, you look nice. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just getting to the point. I can't even stomach to watch Olivia. Like that girl is weird. I know a lot of you are saying she cut her hair off to avoid this drug test. Apparently, she's supposed to have been taking. You said it's giving inmate at the prison. I don't know, y'all. I just really feel like it's a lot going on over there, and I feel bad for those kids because they have to be subjected to it. She's looking like a mix of G.I. Jane and Homer Simpson with that cut. Yeah, I don't know what the whole purpose of cutting his hair off. Yeah, it was like Olivia, yikes. I don't know what's going on with her, but apparently whatever's going on, it maybe it's not alarming Stella to the point where she feels like she need to catch a flight because Stella ain't left and been nowhere. Olivia been cutting up on the internet since last year, since the end of 2024. She been cutting up, and Stella ain't caught a flight yet. Okay, we went into the 5th month of the year, so if Stella ain't bothered, and that's her mammy, child, why does the internet need to be concerned and worried? I'm just saying, if Stella is not worried and concerned, why should the internet? You said just sad. People should stop encouraging the behavior looking like a bald olive oil. This says thank you so much, Shanta, for the $5 super chat. Shanta, I don't think it has anything to do with the internet. Olivia is going to do what she wants to do regardless. You got to remember, sis, you know, it ain't just us. I don't think it's just the internet. I think this is her behavior with or without an audience. This is her when she's not live. But this is how she makes her money. And Olivia feels like the more weirder she is, the more views she'll get, which in turn will increase more revenue. You said Stella is burnt out. Well, she should be. Olivia, she's a lot for the internet to handle. Can you just imagine her mama? She only got 12K for the video. She thinks she's gonna get. She thought she was gonna get a lot of views. She's trying to go viral. She's not gonna go viral, sis. She's just not gonna happen because I'm gonna tell you something. Most of the when her video comes up in the algorithm, it's probably people who've seen her before and knows what she got going on, and just don't even bother watching it. And if you're gonna do it on TikTok. You know, anybody knows TikTok is the quickest way to go viral. Y'all notice she don't do none of that on TikTok. She come right here to YouTube and do it. I think so too, Shanta. I think the kids will need therapy. Like, can you imagine? Like, poor Kaylani is in a coma over there half the day. And so with Kaylani sleep half the day and AJ in daycare, Olivia probably be up there talking to the wall. Ain't no telling. There's really no telling. TikTok will eat her up. That's why, yeah, they definitely would. Yeah, if she's trying to be like E. Kane, but E. Kane is somewhat likable. Olivia is not. Most of us can't stomach her. Exactly, Janae. She definitely can't do what E. Kane does. And then E. Kane is younger. E. Kane is what, in her 20s? So she appeals to that 20-something audience. Olivia is damn near 40. Women who are damn near 40 years old should not be acting like this, especially if you got 5 kids. Should not be acting like this. You closer to 40 than you ever be 30. There's no way that she should be acting like this. Again, this is not how she didn't. Back in the day when she was Gerard, she wasn't cutting all her hair off and going bald every other week. But she didn't have to take drug tests back then as often as she's doing now either. Yes, she definitely is. She definitely is life with low. All right, y'all, that's my time, honey. Olivia done gave me a damn headache. Yeah, it's just sad. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. No, really. Olivia needs to go sit down somewhere. Like, girl, go sit down. Like, this is too much. I mean, cutting off your hair, I can see, let's do the big chop. Okay, girl. But she does it like, I don't know, every 6 months. It's like, how many times you gonna get on the internet and show us that you know how to shave your own hair? It's weird. All right, y'all, that's my time, honey. Let me go because it's getting late and baby, I got to get up and clock that clock in the morning. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. TMR is definitely going to see you in the next one, honey. Remember, so what you love. Bye. And make sure y'all don't cut your damn hair off. Don't come in this break room tomorrow with no damn hair on. Bye.